Dude, are these selections for the next game? What is this? Oh my god.
You all know what this is? A writ from Divine Justinia authorizing the formation of the Inquisition. We pledge to close the breach, find those responsible, and restore order, with or without anyone's approval. You're right, Altegan, we are dangerous. We've been deceived and we've made mistakes. You're right as well, Duke Cyril. These are the growing pains of a young organization in need of guidance. But you would both have the Inquisition bow to your agenda, and that is precisely what we cannot do. The Inquisition will act as Divine Victoria's personal honor guard. Answering directly to her, we will transition from a military force into a peacekeeping organization. My own adventuring days may be done, but the Inquisition and its mission will continue.
And I'm out.
Y'all have a good time. That's what we're doing.
Applause, please.
Oh, man. Oh, God. He gave her a... Ooh. Over the next several months, the Inquisition carefully gave over many of the duties it had held. As the Divine's personal guard and peacekeeping force, the Inquisition shrank to a more manageable size. Many who had served went home, though the remaining force was still enough to give pause to any who might threaten the Divine's plans. Those who served the new Inquisition were tested and checked thoroughly in the hope of ferreting out any more spies within its ranks. I really like our ending. This is kind of exactly what I was hoping to do. With the Dragon's Breath disrupted and any hope of a swift victory dashed, the Qunari retreated back to the north. Few knew what debates were waged in Par Volin, but not long after the Exalted Council, the Qunari launched new attacks against Tevinter. Chat says, you're okay to skip the credits, there's nothing important there. Okay, thank you. Thank you, chat. Their aggression caught the already unstable Imperium off guard. Tevinter was soon mired in a war many feared could spread across Thedas. And that's probably where Dreadwolf's going to be. Yep. Cassandra continued her reign as Divine Victoria, rebuilding fractured alliances and settling the Inquisition into its new role as her personal guard. Her efforts were successful, and for a time, Southern Thedas saw peace. Cassandra also spent time in the Hunterhorn Mountains north of Orlais, where she worked to rebuild the Seekers. For a time, the new Seekers remained reclusive, showing no interest in worldly affairs and working to a purpose few outside their order could guess. Dude, she's training a SWAT team. She's training like super powerful, like a little army that she can just do what she wants. Oh man. Some believe that the end of the Inquisition, as it had been heralded, the destruction of the fledgling College of Enchanters. Oh, had been, okay. Having clashed with the Circle, the college now found itself without support against the newly elected Grand Enchanter, Vivienne. Oh man. Fortunately, Grand Enchanter Vivienne grudgingly agreed not to destroy its terrified leaders as a personal favor to Divine Victoria. Yeah, now she has the Chantry, the Inquisition, and the Seekers. Like, Cassandra, my god. The two institutions settled into an uneasy coexistence across the South, vying for power. Yeah, it could be worse. I gotta admit, of all the people in the game, I don't mind Cassandra being the one with the most power. She seemed like one of the people that I think would be best with it, being like the least power hungry of everyone. Leliana continued to act as the Inquisition spymaster in its final months as an independent organization. Yeah, I really like that we made Cass Divine. I feel like that was... During this time, she shared many of her responsibilities with the most trusted agents, including Charter, Rector, and Harding. I hope she stayed with the Inquisition. Many believe that Leliana feared what lay on the horizon and was grooming successors in anticipation of the challenges ahead. Okay, that could be just standard next game talk. Interesting. Sera left the Inquisition with scarcely more ties than when she began, disappearing back into her confusing weave of favors and friends. Yeah. Oh god! Belly room, how cool would that be? After seeing the world brought to the brink by arrogance and pride, it was a blessing to return to normal, however strange unnormal it might be. What if you start the game as a Seeker in Dreadwolf? That could be badass. With frequent visits to her Whittle, of course. Is that Harding? Oh, Whittle's Dagna. Perhaps most unnerving was Sera's standing offer to the Divine. I'm not dwarfist. Stop it. When the knobs piss about with your left hand or right, call on Red Jenny to give them 2 fingers. Oh, love it. Oh, I'd be surprised if they went back to a locked race setting after this game. Varric took up the role of Viscount, and with the help of his friend Hawk, rebuilt Kirkwall's damaged infrastructure with the help of his friend Hawk. Under his rule, the city-state finally resumed its place as the major trade hub of the Free Marches. Dude, to think that Hawk would rebuild Kirkwall after 2. How freaking cool. Wow, and those were some major decisions we made. He continued to ignore all mail from both the Merchants Guild and the Prince of Starkhaven. We still need to go and do one of those chains. Yeah. Yep, we got the key and everything. With the Inquisition in its new role, the Bull Chargers returned to taking jobs throughout Orlais and Ferelden. Oh, okay. They didn't stay with the Honor Guard. That's understandable. Fighting demons and clearing out the remains of the Venatori forces, the Iron Bull did his part to restore order to Thedas. Nice. After the Inquisition transitioned to a peacekeeping role, Cullen continued to serve as commander of its forces. That does not look like a happy Cullen. Under his leadership, the Inquisition protected the Divine's interests while enforcing new standards of security. Sullen Cullen. Cullen also expanded the Chantry's treatment for Templars whose minds were taken by lyrium, as well as those who wished to cease lyrium usage. Hey, good on him, man. Good on him. I bet this would have been totally different if we would have let him take more lyrium. And as chaos reigned in the north and threats to the Divine lurked in every shadow, Cullen remained ready to serve. Dude, this ending is awesome. Dorian returned to Deventer to take his father's place in the Magisterium. As rumors flew about the Imperium's infighting, Dorian was spoken of often as a voice of resistance against corruption. That doesn't look like Dorian at all. Along with Magister Mevaris Tilani, he formed a group called the Lucerni to restore and redeem Deventer, a fight many thought hopeless. Those fighting by Magister Pavis' side noted that he kept in constant communication with the Inquisitor via message crystal. The cell phone he gave us! Oh, it's great. It's awesome. Whether for vital information or for moral support, these talks seem to give Dorian the strength to continue his fight. Oh, I hope we see... Dude, I hope we see most of these people in DA4. I would love to see everyone. Like, there's not a single character I didn't like by the end of this. Tom Raynor was shown mercy when none was deserved and set on a path of redemption. This gift so compassionately given needed to be shared. Freed from his obligations to the Inquisition, Raynor traveled Thedas, giving hope to the condemned and the forgotten. What a boss. In the deepest prisons and pits of Thedas, he found, if not goodness itself, its potential. Yeah, total redemption story, man. He is the redemption arc. By showing faith in those who had none, Raynor lifted them up and made them something better than they were. After easing the Inquisition's transition into the Chantry, Josephine returned to Antiva and her family. Interesting. Mima, thanks for the 89, buddy. In a few years, Josephine's parents stepped down and Josephine became the official head of House Montilier. She devoted her time to managing the estate's finances and navigating the social whirl of Antiva. Seems like a great ending for her. It's exactly what she wanted. Cole took to the road with Meriden to find a new life and a new way to be human. Wherever Meriden went to sing, people found old pains eased and hearts made happier, even if they didn't understand why. Oh, man. After the events of the Winter Palace, elves left the Inquisition under mysterious circumstances, as did elven servants across Thedas. Uh-oh. No one could say where they went, but those who believed the Inquisition's story about Fen'Harel wondered just how large the Dreadwolf forces were. And what the ancient elven rebel had planned. Dude, the fact that we could choose to either fight Solas or try to bring him back from the brink, I have a feeling that's going to be like one of the major decisions of the next game. And you make it in this game. Lavalin sometimes came awake from dreams in which her lover watched her sadly from across an endless distance. If there were more than simple dreams she could not say, for every time she reached for him, he vanished into nothing. He still searched for him and dreamed and waited for a way to change the Dreadwolf's heart.
My agents have found nothing. With Illuvians, he could be anywhere.
Hey, she stayed aboard.
Maintaining the Inquisition, even as a peacekeeping force, leaves us vulnerable to agents of the Dread Wolf.
She's not in her funny hat.
But also gives us the strength to respond.
There's Harding.
We will need to be careful.
Solas knows everything about us. Who we are, how we work, our strengths, and weaknesses.
Then we find people he doesn't know. We will save our friend from himself. If we can.
Oh, they called it there. Dude. Oh, man. Woo!
Applause, please.
Vertigo says, lead writer Patrick Weeks said the Dragon Age 4 will tell a story that explores what happens when you don't have power and what happens when the people in charge aren't willing to address the issue. Interesting. This is the part I can skip, right? Just go ahead and skip this right now. Just hit escape and skip this. Just right now, just... You know what? So, little bit of real talk. I think with Trespasser, this game is actually for me on par with Origins. Feels weird saying that, but I think the story actually like has more of an impact. I do. Like Origins is awesome and the story's great, and I really dug it. But this one I feel is more of like an epic story. Origins is like an epic D&D campaign, right? But I feel like this one is an epic D&D campaign that also has like really, really well-defined characters. And it hit me on a level that Dragon Age Origins didn't. The end of DAI didn't. The end of DAI was good. But the end of Trespasser, which let's be real, like that's the real ending. That's the real ending of the game. Honestly, real talk, there never should have been a Trespasser. There never should have been a Trespasser. All of this should have been in the game. Because this, I mean, this is the ending. This is the real ending. It didn't feel like a DLC. It felt like the end of the game. So, like, there was nothing, this didn't feel like an expansion. It didn't feel like a DLC. It didn't feel like something additional. It felt like the epic conclusion of everything else. So...
What is this? A new book? All this shit is weird. Oh, Varric, that is a terrible title. What are you even thinking?
But yeah, that was just awesome. That was awesome.
The
so
sky churned like a rolling sea on a dark and stormy night, centered on a gaping hole that led to the arse end of nowhere. A hole that spit up many things that day, comets, demons, and a whole lot of trouble. It's about the Inquisition.
Oh God. Oh no.
The din of the tavern cut the silence like it owed the carter money. In the middle, in her element, Red Jenny. She looked me up and down, mostly down. Not playing, weirdy, she said, gesturing with and dismissively eating a sandwich. Don't write that. Seriously, piss up a robe. Sera made the subtext text, which suited me fine. The court enchanter swirled into the room like a drop of beautiful poison spreading in a wineglass. She sized me up with a glance. I'm so glad you made it, my dear, she said. I am Madame de Fair, the most terrifying person you shall ever meet. Leliana enfolded Alphonse in an embrace as warm as a serpent's kiss. I always knew I could count on your support. The Count did not feel the bite of her poisoned dart until it was too late. Even if it requires your death.
I love that this person is doing a voice of a character doing other voices terribly.
Drops of rain glistened on the griffin medallion grasped tightly in Blackwall's hand. The silverite wings of valor, they mean nothing. He flung the medal to the cold and uncaring ground. You don't know what I've done. You don't know me. So romantic.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
Cole moved like a shadow that also moved like a knife. A shadow wearing a hat where dreams came to die. It's a riddle, he whispered. A cold riddle that gnaws at your mind, but you'll feel better when it's gone. That makes as much sense as anything Cole says.
Dude, this is fantastic. This is absolutely fantastic.
Do you place your herald above the law, Ambassador? Whose law, my lady? Josephine's eyes glittered like angry opals. The law destroyed by rebellion, by civil war, by poor fiscal management. We are the law.
Really? Xana Rain, thank you for the 20 gift bomb, my friend. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
We left our mark on adamant, but the dust hadn't settled, and neither had Harding. I can offer you a drink, if I catch your meaning. If you'd caught my meaning, you'd have offered a double. What is even happening here? The Iron Bull was a great slab of muscle with horns that could hang a tapestry. One eye scanned for threats, while the other hid behind an eye patch like a chantry sister's old sins. Come on, he barked, not looking back as he entered. The dancer with the great rack comes on in 5. That is spot on, actually. The commander had the look of a Templar who had seen the worst of humanity, yet still had the time to style his hair. This isn't just a war, he said, his gaze steely like a dull blade. It's the only war. Cullen! That's Cullen!
Wow. Wow. Dude, some of this writing is just fantastic.
The mage wore a class of handsome sneer cultivated by 1,000 years of Tevinter elitism. The name's Dorian, he glared. D-O-R-I-A-N. Spell it right, you marble-headed lump, or it's toad time. A toad? That's hardly credible.
Toad time. Toad time. It's toad time, chat. Now, see, now I feel like we need a...
The bold elf spun, mage staff crackling like the city after a good man's murder. You're crazy, the Red Templar cried in terror. Moonlight glinted off ears like the knives you never see coming. Better to fade out than burn away. Ugh, Varric.
Oh my god.
Wait, where am I? I don't... Oh, here it is. The Seeker clutched at my vest, her tears as desperate as they were pitiful. Varric, I was wrong about everything, she sobbed. Could you find it in your noble heart to forgive me? That dwarf, he put me in the book. I'm in the book. I am reading the shit out of this.
Wow. To all of you who played Dragon Age Inquisition, who laughed, cried, and reached out on the social media, and who made fan art and comics and cosplay and jokes, thank you. Dragon Age Inquisition was a labor of love. Without you, it would have never been possible. Your support and your passion touched us deeply. We hope that in some small way, this game touched you as well. Bear your blade and raise it high, the Dragon Age team. Oh, man.
Applause, please.
This game gets exponentially better with Trespasser. Like, I don't think I've ever had an expansion alter my perception of the base game ever. Like where you can say like No Man's Sky is the best example of a turnaround. I feel like this is probably one of the best examples of an expansion just completing a base game. Just fantastic. I think that was awesome. That was awesome. And it's also dramatically raised my overall impression of the game. Like it's clear that there were so many things that the game was heading to that it didn't get a chance to address before the actual ending. And Trespasser like tied all those loose ends that I felt were part of that. Let's watch the DA4 teaser. I don't think there is a DA4. Is there a DA4 teaser? I don't think there is. I just thought there was a name announced. Not a big fan of that teaser, to be honest. I mean, it is just a little teaser, but it doesn't sound that. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like a multiplayer game based in a universe. Which, funny enough, is what we think DA4 started as. So it makes me wonder if now we know that they have since reoriented back into its single player RPG thing. But yeah, that makes it sound like there's going to be a bunch of different players and you pick your play style kind of thing. That doesn't really sound like an epic single player adventure. So it makes me wonder if that trailer was like older and with that mindset. But yeah. I mean that trailer's cool, but at the same, I gotta say that's such a huge spoiler at the end. Like, I'm very glad we played Trespasser and everything, because that is a huge spoiler. Like wow. All right, one sec here.
No further.
Maraskata!
Your forces have failed. Leave now and tell the Qunari to trouble me no further.
Is that what he did to Mythal, by the way?
Solas.
Kind of absorbed her too, or it seemed like, at least.
That should give us more time. I suspect you have questions.
Solas, have I ever wanted to hear one of your endless explanations? Ever.
Well then, briefly, I am the Dread Wolf. I thought the false elven gods created the Veil and destroyed my people. I intend to restore them. Doing so will most likely destroy your world. Also, your mark is getting worse.
That was like the best TLDR ever.
Ultimately, none but I could have borne the mark and lived. Your death would cause more senseless chaos, more bloodshed. It is unnecessary. Though I doubt you will thank me. Live well, while time remains.
Wow. Dude, that bypasses everything. Bye. Okay, bye. Thanks. Yeah, I think he turned her arm to stone. I think that's what he did at the very end. I didn't really catch that the first time. But I think he basically like fried her arm, which is why it's off the next time you see her. Which makes sense. Thank you guys for being here for that. I'm so glad we returned to this game. It has left such a better mark on me now that we've done this. I'm super glad we got this taken care of. Now we can really just dive into anything Dreadwolf related. We are fully caught up on the lore. And yeah, I mean, frankly, that was fantastic. Gillis Blacko says, would that have been your game of the year if Trespasser was part of the base game? Quite possibly. Yeah. It very well could have been a game of the year if it had Trespasser with it at the end. I mean, again, Trespasser is like, I feel like it's the final like 10 to 15% of the game. And it's a good 10 to 15. Like it's a really, really good 10 to 15% of the game. So I think if it was there on release, I absolutely think it would have dramatically affected a lot of people's opinion of the game overall. Yeah, that was really, really, really fun. And I want to thank all you guys for playing it with me. It's a 7-year-old game, and throughout the course of this entire playthrough, we've had like an average of probably 10,000 people watching, which is phenomenal. And I just really appreciate y'all joining me on these journeys where we go back and revisit old stuff and frankly just have a good time with it. So thank you. Thank you very much. I am going to go hang out with my family a little bit. I was going to do some No Man's Sky, but frankly, I don't really have a lot of time. I will be back around 1 p.m. ET. We've got some drop frames this afternoon, and we're going to be doing that from like 1 to 4. And then I should also be back this evening for some No Man's Sky as we continue to work on our freighter and stuff like that. We need to get our freighter. I think we'll work on getting our freighter tonight, and then maybe tomorrow for the morning stream, we'll work on actually like starting to build in it and seeing what the new options are and stuff like that. It should be a lot of fun. So I hope you join us for it. On that note, I don't know if No Man's Sky is going to take us all the way up until Xenoblade, because Xenoblade Chronicles is what, the 29th? So we've got like 5 days, and we're definitely going to play tomorrow. So we'll have like 26th, 27th, 28th. So we'll definitely be doing No Man's Sky at least for a little bit. But yeah, we'll have to see what we're going to do over the next few days as we kind of get closer to getting all that kind of stuff done. We've got a lot of options, a lot of little one-off games we can play. Maybe we'll take some suggestions from chat. Should be fun. But regardless, I'm out of here for now. I will see you all for my EU friends, just under 2 hours from now for drop frames. And then this evening for more No Man's Sky, tomorrow for No Man's Sky, and then more fun and games as we march into the future. Thank you all so much for being here. Appreciate all of you joining me for this awesome playthrough. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your support. And I will see you guys very soon for more fun and games.